What is Material Tools and should you buy it? Material Tools is a collection of programs that allow you to edit PBR materials and textures. It helps to make materials with a lot of stuff on them, like this wall. If you look at the object meshes without the materials, you can see just two objects, the wall and the door. Some of the details are built into these meshes. The wall has a beveled ledge and two beveled pillars, as well as a beveled door frame. The door's handle is also built into the mesh. All of the other details are baked into the textures that make up two PBR materials, the wall's material and the door's material. Having these baked materials for every object has advantages over alternative methods, saving runtime GPU processing time at the cost of additional memory usage. In other words, the materials and textures are stored in memory, taking up space, but they are ready to be displayed without extra calculations. This is a basic example of masking. First, we look at a material being created from this alphabet mask, a galvanized steel material, and a brick material. Material Tools uses the Unity Standard shader, which is a PBR shader. Textures making up standard shader materials include albedo, ambient occlusion, height, metal, and normal. Now let's see how this works. Start by opening the Mask and Overlay tool. We are going to do a simple masking operation. No overlay or mixing. Drag in your mask texture. It is easier to show than explain what the mask texture does. Now drag in a base material. Then drag in a decal material. These are both ordinary PBR materials. When doing simple masking, which is used as the base and which is used as the decal isn't too important. You can change one or two of these mask options and get the same result. Which material you use for base and decal does matter for overlay, but we won't get into that right now. Now select the outputs you want. We are going to make the top 5 texture types: albedo, metal, normal, AO, and height. Create standard material is already checked. That is what we want. Our input materials use a standard shader and have a metal texture rather than a specular texture in this example. Create save file is also checked, which is almost always what you want. Save files are handy and don't affect your output textures. Auto select number of threads you can leave checked as well. The default mask options will work for this example. I can explain them in another video. Let's run this. Press the calculate button. Go ahead and hit Fix on this pop-up. It changes a setting on your normal texture. Notice that we use the default names for our outputs. This is based on the mask texture's name. To find our output, look in the folder Material Tools Output, Mask and Overlay, Resources. I'll throw this material on a game object, and we see the ABCD pattern from our mask with the textures from our base and decal materials. The base is brick and the decal is galvanized steel. This is an example of overlay. The output looks like aluminum bricks. Notice that it also has the light striations from the input decal. The masking and overlay tool also has more straightforward options for mixing that affect metal and albedo textures along with the rest. This example shows what I usually use it for, adding dirt or grime or rust to a surface. Between masking, overlay, and mixing, you can make pretty complicated materials and textures. This shows all the mask textures and albedo textures that are used to create this corridor floors albedo texture. Material tools can be found on the Unity Asset Store. For more information, go to www.andrewhartz.com/material tools.